time taking your class, you're gonna need some dumbbells. All right, feet out. All right, let's do lateral touchdown. So step out, touchdown, center. Good. Let's go reverse lunge to a twist. I'll try to make sure I'm keeping up with y'all. And step back down, turn at the top. All right, if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up on the video. I can see a little bit of it. Good, okay. Heel taps in the front. Can you hear the music?
Yes.
Perfect. Take it back. I don't know about y'all, but I was super sore from yesterday. 1, 2, 3, and tap. I kept referring to it as a warm-up for today, but that is not what happened.
I'm gonna have to go back and take it, but I was sore from Sunday dance competition, so.
Oh yeah. All right. Hamstring scoops. We're doing 10 of them. Hip hinge back. Good. Let's go ahead and start up and then down. Good. All right, let's squat down and pivot up. Right here, turn up.
I don't know why, every time you do that, I do it wrong.
Switch sides.
Every time.
All right, let's touch your toes, squat down, hips up, and stand up. Woo.
I just skip to this one every time. My brain's like, yeah. This one? No. She's doing something else.
This one's good. Oh, especially because I'm so sore. All right. One more time. Let's go arm swings forward. You'll need a few things today. You'll need your dumbbells. You'll need a towel. If you do not have weights though, that's okay. We'll get you started and set up. If you don't have weights, let me know in the comments. Over and under. Good, side to side. All right, here we go. 10 leg swings forward, 10 across. We're opening up those hips. So right here and back. Take it across. All right, switch sides. Are you checking in on the Facebook page?
Yeah, I figured I should just like pop in there.
My headphones will automatically connect to my phone if I watch a video on my phone, so then I won't be able to hear anything going on here.
I just have it muted on Facebook so that I don't get like that weird tunnel like.
All right, let's go pigeon walks here. One over the other, down and up. Ooh, I'm super sore. You know what the cool thing is on this? We can just pin ourselves and it still goes live, and then you don't see the other people. So maybe we'll do more. All right, inchworms, we're gonna go 5 of them. If you're feeling spicy, if you're up for it, add a push-up. Thanksgiving is almost here, which is insane.
I'm already ready to decorate for Christmas.
Same. same. I pulled out like a couple little like trees that weren't like super like, they didn't have like lights on them. And I was like, this is fun, this is fun. My friends came over the other day and mentioned it. I was like, I'm just doing a little bit. All right, y'all. We are going to get a timer started here. I'm going to get a timer started here. I didn't do that. Moira, while I get that timer started, can you explain the first one?
Yes, we are starting with hamstring glute bridges. You can do this weighted or unweighted. Whew, let me get a weight. You're gonna find yourself down on the mat. Whew. Place that weight here. Plant those feet. We're gonna take those feet a little further away from our booty, and we're gonna reach up to really get those hamstrings engaged. If you need to take this to an elevated position, you're pregnant, postpartum, and going all the way down to the floor just isn't working out for you, you can use something like a chair or a box. Why I couldn't think of the word right now, and do it from there. You can also remove that weight and do this without a weight.
All right, y'all.
Sabrina, we'll add something.
I didn't hear anything, so I'm going with what you said. This will be 2 minutes of work, 1 minute of rest. So we're counting the reps, we're counting what weight you used, and then we're just going to try to beat that for the next week. So we'll go 2 minutes of work for this, 1 minute of rest. During the 1 minute of rest, we'll explain the next exercise, so just be ready to go. Cool? All right. Always look for that thumbs up. All right, glute bridge, hamstring, so feet are further away from you.
Let's go.
All right, so in this position, feet are as far as you can, then up and back down. I might go today with no weight.
I'm gonna start with a weight, but I know that's not gonna last the whole time.
Yeah, next week I'll do more of a warm-up before this class and not a full workout. You should feel this in your hamstrings, dig through those heels.
I'm breaking mine up into reps of 10, giving myself a little rest. You can find a number that works for you.
Remember to breathe out on the way up and on the way down.
Sabrina's like, Moira, you can't rest the whole time.
Halfway there.
That was last month. This month is different. We're not going to take as many rests. It's a new us this month. Ooh, those hamstrings though. Oh.
So like Sabrina was saying, remember to breathe.
I lost count.
You can go back and count your video later.
Right. Oh my goodness. I keep saying I'm going to get back to running, but then every time I take these classes, I'm like tired after and sore, and I'm like, next week.
I'm going to start with cycling.
10 seconds.
I don't have to leave the house to do that, so it's like less of a barrier.
Right. I just turn back on my
Rest.
Peloton. All right. Go ahead and record whatever you got. The next thing we're doing is a Turkish get up. So for this one, you'll have one weight will be down, up, weight up. We're gonna go ahead and take one hand. You can roll off to the side and come up here and only go halfway and then come back down. Or we can do the full one. You're coming up, leg behind, up to a standing position, all right? And then we just reverse that and come back down. Okay, nice and slow and controlled. For my pregnant and postpartum mamas, we're gonna go ahead and skip that one. We can go into marching here. What else did we say, Maura? Yesterday we were talking about it.
We did also just say removing the weight from it if you're still feeling comfortable with some of that movement, just not all of it, or just doing halfway, not doing the whole way.
Oh, or a side plank, I think we said too, right?
Yes, yes. Lots of options.
Round 2.
All right, let's go ahead and start. You're gonna start on one side, halfway through we will rotate over to the other.
I know a lot of the mamas I've coached in the past have been okay with the standing portion coming down to the ground, but the getting back up is the harder part, so you can also consider, oh, what am I doing? I'm talking too much.
I hear what you're putting down though. You could just go to a seated position, right? Instead of going all the way down to a laying position.
Yeah, or you can start from the top and just work down to the kneeling and then standing back up. So
Yeah,
removing
not,
that.
this one's not an easy exercise.
Clearly I haven't done these in a little while because it just feels wrong. I'm like, wrong!
Halfway there.
Switch sides. Get ready, switch sides here. This side I have to roll off. One side could be stronger than the other. That is okay. Take that down in your notes, see how you feel at the end of this month. We'll do you versus you for the rest of this month, mobility for December, and then hopefully back to the vault, right? Shirts came in yesterday. I'm wearing one. Oh, I just like fell down.
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
You got this, ladies.
Rest.
All right, record your number. Grab some water if you need it.
Next up is one of my favorites, the pop squat. We got lots of options here. I'll show you the first pop squat. You're hopping both legs out, touching the ground, bringing it back in, pushing arms. Option one is step it out. If you're still feeling comfortable touching down to the ground, but you just don't like that impact. Sabrina, there was another option where we weren't touching the ground. What was just an air squat or?
Yeah, I think it was squat to toes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, thank you.
Here and up. You can hold that ball too, just to really turn on the glutes and hamstring. And right here. All right. Top squats though. 2 minutes
And
of
you're
top
never
squats.
locked into one method. If you do one for 10 and another for 10, that's okay.
Round 3.
We did a lot of these yesterday, like getting ready for them today, but that was like a huge mistake. Like, oh man. If you're ready for that impact, if you start to have symptoms as you're going through this, if you have incontinence, if you have bulging, if you get lower back pain, hip pain, back off, you can switch out to just touching down in that squat, or you can just switch that squat to toes. Regular squat. Your workout will progress over the month. Do not have to hit all your PRs today. You got a whole month. Down lower instead of the bend.
Woo.
Halfway there.
Halfway there.
Shake it out if you need to and get ready to go again.
I love pop squats, but they don't love me.
Forget about pop squats until I take your class. And I'm like, oh yeah. Notice more a lot of functional training, a lot of hit stuff, and I just lift.
I think it's the dancer in me too. Always thinking about the hips.
Sure, right? That like burning feeling from dancing all the time.
10 seconds.
I'm like, I want to feel like I can't lift up my arms.
And I'm like, I'm making my hips stronger.
Rest.
All right, Next one's a single arm power clean to an overhead press. You'll have one weight here. We're gonna do a slight bend, up, overhead press right here, stay stacked, breathe out on your way up. So here, overhead, all right? The other option was a bicep curl to an overhead position, or just switch out for that bicep curl. Whew, and then we'll switch way halfway through. All right, let me show you from the side. Sorry, that'd be helpful. All right, here, right, down under, overhead, stay stacked. All right. All right, 5 seconds.
Round 4.
Usually the first time we go through this for the month, I don't go super heavy. I just focus on form and getting used to the movement. And then as we progress throughout the month, I really increase on the weights. Whew. So just figuring out what it looks like for you and how your body feels after is key here.
Yeah, I always start lighter than I think I can go that first week.
Oh my
Then I
God.
feel so much better when I build it up.
It's been a while since we've like literally done single with nothing in the other arm. My arm is getting tired.
What am I doing?
I know. All right, 10 seconds. All right, get ready to switch.
Halfway there.
Go.
I like was starting to do one and try to switch at the same time.
Oh, focus on your breathing. Focus on that pressure management. We're not thrusting forward. That thrust forward puts a lot of pressure on your stomach. And then it puts a lot of pressure on that pelvic floor. Breathe out.
We're also not squeezing too much at the top because that causes us to tuck that pelvis under.
All right, you got this.
Not that
Inhaled.
these ladies are fabulous. You got this. Some of our regulars could practically coach this by now.
Right. Traditionally, you know, they tell you when you come up from squats and stuff, you're like
10 seconds.
and people thrust instead of just activating the glutes. So just be aware of that. That squeeze that pushes forward, pushes into your pelvic floor. All right, sumo squat.
All right, we've got sumo squat next. I'm gonna go a little heavier for the demonstration. So our toes are pointing out, our legs are a little bit wider. We're squatting with that weight and coming back up. If you need to remove that weight and just focus on the movement, that's an option as well.
If that like being that wide still doesn't feel good, just go into a narrow squat and just work on holding a ball or something, and then just work on that. Totally okay, whatever you want to do today. All right, 14 seconds and then we're moving. I know, it's hot
That was
in
a
here
really
too.
loud sigh.
My basement gets like grossly hot. All right, here we
Round
go.
5.
I'm gonna slow down. I'm just gonna focus on my form here. If you miss this live, you can obviously catch it here on Facebook, or it will be on YouTube later. Whew. We're getting better though. I'm making it live. We did pretty good today. There weren't too many things that were like worrisome. All right, make sure you're not pulling this in your lower back. Shift slightly forward and then come back up. Focus on your breath. Focus on that time under tension. Nice and slow on the way up. 2 down, 4 up. If you start to
Halfway
feel this in your
there.
lower back, drop the weight. Just Focus on form. You're going to use a TRX as well to alleviate some of that weight if you need to. When I was pregnant with my last child, I used that TRX like nobody's business.
I'll say I sometimes, like on days when I'm just like really sore, it's that nice to make sure that I'm getting it really just where it needs to be instead of going into some of my bad habits.
Yeah, easy to do that too. Once you're tired, your body just goes to a natural position that you're used to. Whew. All right, we got 15 seconds here. Oh, we can do anything for
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Here we go. This is a fast-paced class.
Rest.
Whew, but it goes quick. All right, next we have a grip walk, a dumbbell grip walk. So for this one, we're gonna do a hook grip. So what that means is that we're just grabbing that weight here. Thumbs are not wrapping. So it'll be right here. As you can see, try to keep that wrist straight, grip there, let the thumb loose. We're going for time here and weight. So record the weight that you're holding. And then if you're able to get through the full 2 minutes, record that. And then next time go up and weight, right? Whew. Hook grip though, you're gonna get a little tired. We know that
Should we do both sides at the same time or are we doing one side at a time?
Both at the same time.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep, both at the same time. Record how long. You can set your own timer too. You have 10 seconds. And then you can record where you're at. All right, here we go. I'll tell you every once in a while where we're at in time.
Round 6.
In case you have to drop. Ooh, I think I went a little too heavy.
I was gonna start a timer so you could see it, but I forgot to do it earlier.
That's okay. We're at 149.
Yeah, I'll do it next time. Next time I'll have a timer up on the screen for you.
Thank you. Honestly, we could screen share ours too, though, I think, right? Whew. We're at 130. Try not to wrap that thumb. Drop that weight and rest when you need to. I like to walk around and talk a lot, so I distract myself.
I feel like I'm a hitchhiker with my thumb, but I'm like, no, you may not.
All right, we're at 110 left. 1 minute, 10 seconds left. Whew. 1 minute now.
Halfway there.
It's getting hot. I'm gonna take a rest. I just shifted my weight forward because I was cheating. Take a quick break, shake it out.
I feel like
and then just record.
This is like me practicing carrying all the groceries in.
Right, yes. 35 seconds left. I wrap my thumb though, I'm not playing around. Get as many groceries as I possibly can. Now everything's in paper bags though, so I have to like hug them.
We still do plastic here, unless you go to Trader Joe's.
15 seconds. When I was in personal training school,
10 seconds.
we used to do a lot of like Atlas stone workouts, like just those cement or stones. Wrap them.
Rest.
Those things you have to like wrap all over around. Okay.
All right, dumbbell drive through. Oh, you're gonna have your weight. You're gonna find yourself. I'm just gonna do it facing y'all so you can see what's going on. Your weight's gonna be on one side. You're dragging it across your body. You're in a plank position. You're dragging it across to the other side. You need to bring it down to your knees. That is an option. This is even one that you can elevate. So if you want to get a box, you can do it. Woo!
So remember,
go ahead, Sabrina.
that weight's here and you're pulling it across your body, trying not to let those hips rise up. Sorry, we couldn't see the weight from your view.
Oh,
just
sorry.
pull it across and under, right?
Here I was thinking I was making it handy.
The key is to make sure that your hips don't come up when you're pulling. If they do, drop down to your knees.
Round 7.
Here we go. Opposite arm to opposite side. Keep those wrists underneath your shoulders. If you need to drop down.
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Nope, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's tricky because we're up here for 2 minutes, so you may need to reset, take a breath, and come back up to that plank because we're not just dragging across, we're also in that plank position. Whew.
Yep, and if that doesn't feel good, you can always go into a bird dog. Take some time, let your core reset. If you don't have a lot of control right now over your abdominal muscle, you can always come up. You can always rotate here, up and down into that mark, and just stay stacked. Or you can go into windmills. That's a big one that we do. Whew.
Halfway there.
We're thinking hard on this one. We're not talking a lot.
I know. I'm going down on weight here, trying to figure out like the best. My wrists are not liking me today. Make sure you spread those hands out, distribute the weight so everything's not directly on your wrist. Ooh, 14 seconds left.
10 seconds. Rest.
All right, next one are your towel slams. If you have a towel, you will grab that. We'll wrap that towel, go overhead and come down. You have a towel with you, Moira?
I do, yes.
Sorry, I'm using a slam ball.
That's okay. So with the towel, sorry, I just don't want to, I know I'm flat, so I'm going to trip on these weights if I'm not careful. I'm just going to grab it. We're going to bring it up overhead, landing it down to the ground. Take my aggression out.
Yep, make sure you go down into that squat and use those legs to get down. So we're not just bending here, right? We don't want to be in that rounded back position. We want to come down to that squat. You got 15 seconds. Put your poise in, I guess. Not really, you're like, here's a towel. There we go, 5 seconds.
Round 8.
I swear, this is always one of those ones where I'm like, Sabrina, this just seems so silly. And then afterwards I'm like, oh!
Right. Make sure that we're staying stacked as we go up, so we're not pulling the ribs up, we're staying in that stacked position. Just go as far as you can comfortably into that range of motion.
Towel's too big. I'm gonna mute because my towel's making so much.
That'll be all 5 minutes, the music's gone. 15 seconds left in this 1 minute. Oh, and then we have another minute. Rest when you need to.
Halfway there.
Okay, there. Here we go. Breathe in, let it out, in and out. Got 35 seconds, here we go. Whew, I'm losing my power. All right, 20 seconds.
You got this. We've only got one more thing after this.
$15 seconds, here we go.
10 seconds. Rest.
Woo! Good, good.
Good. Next one we have broad jumps. Those broad jumps are jumps that are far away. Make sure you have room and space to do this. Arms come back behind. Squat down, get ready. Up. You're landing in a squat. Right? Start off small. Okay? And then work your way to go further. If you are not doing broad jumps, you can always just go to pogo jumps here and focus on your stacking. Slow down with toe taps. Just record what you're doing so that you know.
I say also another good one, if you're just removing the impact, you can come down into a squat and get those monster walks. Just coming forward nice and low and walking back and resetting so that you're not putting too much stress on that lower back.
Thank you. All right, here we go.
Last round.
Make sure you're not hitting into anything. If you have any symptoms, back off. We have 2 minutes here, so take your time, reset, figure out. Feels good for you. If you need to, we still got 1:40 left. We can get some twos to brace for that impact. As we get further into this throughout the month, you'll probably want to wear shoes for this one, and you're probably wanting to run back so that you can increase your reps. But today, just get used to the movement.
I'm using that walk back to reset that pelvic floor every time. Whew.
Whew. 1 minute. Now.
Halfway there.
Oh, I lost track.
I have not counted for anything today. Next week. Today is okay.
Well, then, Sabrina, you can only go up.
Yeah. All right, 35 seconds. Whew. $18 seconds. Here we go. I need to like mark where I'm hitting so I can go further next
10
time.
seconds.
Gonna get some tape.
Yeah.
Well done.
Rest.
Woo!
Grab some water. Take a break. That was
That's
the
it.
work for today. 2 minutes on, 1 minute off. It goes by pretty fast. Let's start cool down. One leg out in front of the other. Opposite arm, opposite leg. We're hip hinging here and just reaching. Whew. Good job today.
Whew. I feel that.
If you are new to this class today, I'm sorry. You versus you. Yeah, you versus you is a little bit challenging. Switch sides. But again, these workouts are what you make of them. So you can increase weight, you can increase reps, you can increase speed and make it harder, or you can decrease and make it easier for where you're at today.
And if you are new joining us, feel free to send us a message if there was anything you had questions about that didn't feel comfortable in class. Let us know. We're happy to get feedback.
These classes are 100% free. They're ran Monday through Friday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. And then you can always catch it on demand if you can't make the live, which is on YouTube. We'll put the links in the comments. Switch sides. This one is not about balance though. This one's just about stretching. So if you need to grab onto something, if you need a further stretch, push those toes down towards the ground. Whew. All right, let's reach down for those toes, chin to chest, hang, sway, whatever feels good today. Slowly raise back up. Whew. Arms move forward. All right, tomorrow is total body strength training. Thursday is functional training. Friday is no class this week. Side to side. but we'll start fresh next week. Awesome job, y'all. Thank you for joining us today. Have a great week.